Hello and welcome to another episode of Does It Linux. Today we are checking out Path of Exile 2, and here are my specs. I am on an NVIDIA GPU with an Intel CPU on Kashi OS, and as the rest, if you want to see it, I am on Wayland as well. And the reason I bring up Wayland, as far as I remember, Path of Exile 2 when it first came out, whenever you would launch the game on Wayland, and I think it was with NVIDIA, it would just launch us to a black screen. So I do remember that happening. I was using X11 at the time, so I didn't run into that issue. But I am on Wayland now because Wayland and NVIDIA is much better than it used to be. So I've only used Wayland for the past half a year or so, maybe longer than that. So we will see how it runs now. I have not played this since 2025, back in April, so over a year now. And as usual, I am just going to be using Proton 10 to see the out-of-the-box experience. That is what Steam ships with. So yeah, we'll check out ProtonDB after we're done here. And let's go ahead and give it a shot and see how well it goes. See if it still has the black screen issue. Doesn't look like it. But it is giving me... my controller is not plugged in. Controller disconnected. Okay, yeah. See how it loads. Now we can see the bottom taskbar down here. I'm assuming an Alt-Enter will fix that. It does not. Alright, let's go to options. Why is it still telling me it's a... still detects my keyboard. Let's go ahead and just log in. That is interesting. It's like stuck on showing me a... Oh, just pressing escape just closes the game. Okay, well, I pressed escape trying to get into the options. We'll go into the options when we launch, but I'm really curious as to why it's detecting a controller. I do not have a controller plugged in. Maybe if I try resetting it. Let me plug in my controller here. It's actually a PlayStation controller, not an Xbox one. I'm going to plug it in quick. Okay, it is plugged in, and... Alright, it does work. Yeah, it's still showing PlayStation things, but maybe I can get into options now. There we go. Alright, so we are on Vulkan. I'm gonna try windowed full screen. There we go. Oh no, keep change. I'm hitting X. What is X on? I don't know. I don't know what X... I haven't used a Xbox controller in a very long time. We're gonna switch this to DLSS and go to DLAA. Just put everything on high. Gonna try everything up. Oh, wasn't there a regular setting to just change everything up? Or do we have to go... Oh, looks like we gotta go through each setting individually. I'll turn that on as well. Oh, we cannot turn on NVIDIA Reflex either, so that is not able to be changed. Oh, you can see the stats up there in the top right. That's pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and just put that up to 120. I guess that's a target frame rate. We'll just keep it. Apparently 66. Okay. Let's go back. Save. I'm really curious why it doesn't change the input method. Controller... Even no, it just goes right back to controller. Maybe I need, hold on, let me unplug the controller again. It is stuck on the controller here. WASD. Save. Now everything moved. Was that supposed to move over there? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new character. Alright. Let's do this. I always do solo self-found. Kind of wanted to try a necromancer. I don't know if there was a new one. Or a witch, I guess is what it's called. Some coming soon stuff here. Yeah, I want to try that.
Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits.
Probably should have deleted one of my characters. Someone's probably already taken. I usually do a Pestia. Let me go back. Yeah, I'm not good with naming things. Let me just go ahead and delete all my characters here, because... Well, I'll keep Okerlin, so I have the name, but... Okay.
Foul witch!
So I plan on restarting anyway. There we go.
The witch is escaping! Kill her!
Then we will check ProtonDB after this to see if anybody else had any issues with the controller still showing even with mouse and keyboard. We'll see what it shows on screen here now that the controller's unplugged and I did switch it. Okay, I want WASD. Alright, it is showing keyboard controls now. That is good.
Join the dead today.
Ah, moving is good.
By the first ones, you're alive. I'm glad to see another living.
Oh dear.
The mill. Now. I would appreciate it if you could. Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
The dead rise again. Oh, I'm going to like it here.
I was horrible at this game when I first played it. We'll see how it goes now. I mean, obviously, we're not going to play a whole lot. I'm just going to play through the intro here. Tab, yeah, tab opens that up, which is good. Oh, it wants me to equip an item. Okay. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Oh, gee. I thought those were bad guys. Oh, and it just crashed. Okay. Now, let me try Proton Experimental. Let me go ahead and try that and see if that maybe fixes all the issues. But yeah, that just crashed. No error, nothing. Just gone. Now, this is an early access, so this is what you don't know. Like, do you report the crashes? Because was it a crash because of Linux, or was it a crash because it would have crashed anyway? You know what I mean? That's where it can be kind of hard to know, like, if you should. Well, I hit escape. I think I should not hit escape. I think I'm so used to hitting escape to get past this, but I think escape just exits the game. And it looks like it's actually just doing, yeah, the controls are all fine now, which is good. Like I said, I did switch to experimental though. We are going to try that out and see if we can get through the intro here without any issues. Maybe. Feels like it's taking longer than it should. There we go. Oh, and it starts you right back here where you crashed. That's interesting. I was expecting to be all the way back at the beginning again. Not that it's that far, but you know what I mean. Like games like this usually you're taken back to the beginning of the map. Right. And I am somebody that always explores every inch of a map. I'll try not to do that right now, although I kind of want to make sure it doesn't crash, so maybe I'll play how I usually do. That's why I kind of play alone. I think people like to kind of rush through maps. That's not how I play. I like exploring every inch of a map. Granted, should I go back to that part then? No, just kidding.
This oozes darkness.
Oozes. Alright, what do we got? Unearthed. Alright, whoops. Oh, there we go. Right there. Okay. It's kind of the same as I remember it. It's been a while since I played it. I guess it's been over a year, yeah. Can I go? Oh, I need to use a skill. Now I can go.
Found my
Okay.
path to power.
Alright, let's go this way. So it don't seem like, at least early on, it don't seem like they really changed too much with the gameplay. Which is good. Is that? Oh, those are enemies. Oh, those are my guys. Never mind. I forgot about them dudes.
true power.
Alright, so where do I go? I've always been like a minion build, always. In Path of Exile, that was one of the first achievements I got, was having like, I don't know if it was like over 40 minions or something. I got that achievement pretty quick. I love minion builds. I don't know how they are in this game, but I love them. Pressing escape doesn't close the game, right? Okay, it does just... Okay. Oh, does it actually pause? It does. I don't know if that's the case even on other maps, or just the intro.
The miller, I presume.
And he's exactly how I remember him. Oh, shoot! I was reading what the pop-up at the bottom. It's telling me to use a life flask. Then I definitely needed to use one. Well, I always hate pop-ups and stuff during boss fights and everything. Because it's like, okay, I want to read whatever popped up down there, but I also need to pay attention.
Size, but little acuity.
Rewarded what? Rune scars. Okay. That's new. Alright. I feel like it's running better. I might launch it again with Proton 10 just to see if it brings up that problem again. But we did make it to town this time.
Friendly's the name. Well, I'm Smith for you. There's a beast of particular. Now, if you could channel your... Stick to the case.
Okay.
A kind leader.
So yeah, I'm
Hopefully he survives.
curious if oh yeah, you can spend. Whee! Okay, anyway. Let's go ahead and exit. I want to switch it back to Proton 10 and see if Proton Experimental did fix the issue with the inputs, or if it was just, it actually saved that time from previous. But, well, it's keeping that bottom taskbar again. That wasn't there through Experimental, so... I think Experimental will definitely be the way to go. It is showing the regular keyboard, but see, it shows the taskbar down there. Then switching back to Experimental. And then going back in. Oh, no, never mind. It did go away. Okay, so there we go. So Proton Experimental definitely for this one. Or other versions. I'm sure like GE Proton if you use that. Proton 11. So Proton Cache OS. There's a lot of Proton versions. For me, I use what just works. I mean, I might switch to GE Proton, but if Experimental works, that's just what I'm going to use. Let's go and check this, see if anybody else has really had some issues. It is Platinum. What is that one? The China version? I don't know. Okay. So it looks like he's on the Proton 10 here. That's on Bazite for HDR. So yeah, that was 4 days ago. So on Bazite, he was fine. On Proton 10, he is on AMD though. Worked out of the box to enable HDR. So if you want to enable HDR, I assume you just have to use that one. Well, that's a different command though. So if you want to use HDR, that is not in English. So yeah, videos in the game are broken and create a massive sharp buzzing sound. So yeah, I guess if you do Pulse Audio. Is Pulse Audio, ain't that the old one? I thought Pipewire was the new one that you'd want to be using. I don't really fully know all the audio stuff with Linux yet, but I think it's Pipewire that you want to use like I said, I could be mistaken on that. Perfect. You can use game mode run. Definitely, that can help sometimes. But yeah, does seem fine. I don't know why I had that issue with the controller. Let me see if anybody else, we can just kind of search. Interesting, when playing PoE 2 through Steam, I found the controller generally won't work on the login screen. However, when you get to character select screen, it does. There are a few quirks in respect of using a controller, but nothing that can be resolved with a mouse to get the controller going. Controller selected and using the button on the top left will not change to WASD. You can change it by going to the menu using a controller. That's what I had to do. I had to go into the menu because pressing escape on the menu to access the menu. Escape on the main menu to get to the menu. Oh, it was confusing. Just closes the game. So I did have to use a controller to get to the menu. Just clicking the buttons didn't work at all. So yeah. And if you still have crashies, I suggest using Proton 11. So yeah, Proton 11 will probably work fine, but you get the gist. There's a lot of reports, and if you want to look, there's 645 reports. But as I always say, if you're on AMD or NVIDIA, whatever you're on, use the filter. I highly suggest doing that. I usually use the filter. I just have it off for when I do these videos. I make sure I don't have it on. Then you can go ahead and select your CPU, what GPU you have, and what distro you are using. So it helps a lot to kind of help narrow down problems, see if anybody has a problem with your specific machines. So anyway, that's going to be it. I call this a pretty big win. I mean, it did end up working after we switched to Proton Experimental. Just had the problems on Proton 10. So that's going to be it for this one. I hope you found this informative, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.